Hello, I'm Elif and this is a recap for episode 18 of the series My Name is Farah, 24 hours after Turkey and before dubbed for TV. Tahir asks Farah what the wound on her wrist is from, but Farah doesn't answer and leaves. Benim scolds Vera for requesting the opening of Ali Ghalib's wool, but Vera, pointing to Farah, says, everyone knows why Tahir is doing these things. You can't blame me for everything. They call Benim from Iran and scold him on behalf of someone they call Haji for the trouble Tahir has caused. Benim says he will resolve the issue soon. When Tahir arrives home, Mehmet, who is aware of everything, angrily says, when did you become so vile that you would take advantage of me? I believed you were acting like a brother. I won't forget what you did. Farah pretends to be unwell and complains to Benim about her bad mood, saying she's afraid it might affect Karim Shah too. With some hesitation, Benim gives a phone to Farah to talk to Gunal and arrange a meeting with her. Farah calls Gunal and, in the presence of Rakshan, quickly gives her the meeting address and asks her to inform Tahir. Marjan, unaware, goes to Tahir's house with a bottle of wine to celebrate their success. Tahir treats her coldly and says they have no partnership. Marjan asks him who controls their company, and when she hears it's his father Akbar, she is shocked. Gunal asks Baki to take her somewhere. On the way, Baki can't hold back his emotions and touches Gunal's face, saying he knows she's very sad. Gunal, with tears in her eyes, asks, why do you pay so much attention to me? Baki replies, I've always been like this, and sarcastically continues, plus, you're my cousin's trust. It's my duty to collect the debris of the Akinjis. At night, Benim goes to see Vera and asks her to tell him everything she knows about Tahir to find his weak point. Vera says Tahir has no one but Farah and has only killed his own relative. She immediately leaves. Mehmet deliberately gets into an argument with a taxi driver to get arrested. He goes to the police station, where he sees Elias. Elias is terrified, but Mehmet hugs him and says, don't you care about your brother at all? Shortly after, Badr and Parihan arrive, and Badr, fed up with Mehmet's deeds, scolds him and asks what his purpose is. Mehmet tells Badr that Tahir deceived him with the promise of finding the person who shot him and took information from him. When Badr sees Mehmet in such a bad state, he promises to help him find the shooter. When Parihan hears this from Badr, she immediately calls Orhan and tells him everything. Orhan asks her to keep an eye on Mehmet. Upon Benim's request, Rakshan accompanies Farah, and they go to a restaurant together. Farah spills juice on Rakshan and apologizes, then goes to see Tahir, who is waiting for her in the kitchen. She asks Tahir to let go of Benim and stick to her life and return the shares. Tahir tells Farah that he forces them to return to Iran. He says, I'm getting closer to you every day. I'll tell you my secret. You're a big lie to me. Tahir asks Farah to look into his eyes and say she didn't pity him. With tears in her eyes, Farah caresses Tahir and says, I'm responsible for all of this. On the other side, Rakshan, seeing Farah delayed, goes to the bathroom and notices her in a bad state. Shortly after, Tahir sees Farah being carried out of the restaurant unconscious. Tahir follows Farah to the hospital, where Karim Shah happily approaches him and embraces him. He complains to Tahir that they haven't heard anything from them. Karim Shah tells Tahir that his father is a very good man and just like Tahir. He then says his mother works a lot and he hardly sees her. Tahir ponders upon hearing this. Akbar, threatened by Haluk due to his cooperation with the government, is in the process of transferring a large sum of money. Badr and Mehmet approach him. Mehmet asks if he has been threatened recently, but Akbar denies it. Parihan reports this meeting to Orhan, catching Akbar's eye for a moment. Parihan, frustrated with her misfortune, gets drunk one night and goes to Vera, badmouthing Orhan. Amid her words, she says, a man who does such things with his own child. Mehmet. I closed my eyes to everything. May God curse him. Vera asks her what Orhan has done with Mehmet, but Parihan's drunkenness takes her into a dream. At night, Tahir approaches Akbar and says he knows Haluk has asked him for money, and in return, he wants something from Akbar. At night, Rakshan goes to Farah and tells her she knows she's still in touch with her husband, and she saw him in the hospital today. She says she will tell everything to Benim. Farah says, Tahir wants to send us to Iran. Don't you want this? I'll talk to Benim and convince him. Rakshan gives her 2 weeks. Ali Ghalib's will is opened in the presence of Ez and Benim. Tahir sends Hamza and Heda as his representatives and takes the opportunity to secretly enter Benim's house to see Farah. The will is opened, and right from the start, Tahir's 7% share is specified. All the properties that were previously sold go to Vera and Con, and the entire company shares go to Gunal. Vera gets angry and says, "What about Gunal? This man has a son." Ali Ghalib's lawyer reads the will and states there's no suspicion in the process. Vera is devastated. Bardeh takes Mehmet to the shooting range hoping he might remember something. Mehmet asks Bardeh to shoot him. Bardeh refuses, but Mehmet screams, urging him to do it. Bardeh fires an airgun pellet, and Mehmet falls to the ground, crying in despair. Bardeh hugs him and sings a lullaby to calm him down. Mehmet sees a childhood memory of his mother. He asks his pregnant mother when the baby is coming, and she says, very soon. Vera goes to see Benim and tells him that Commissioner Mehmet is Tahir's brother. She asks Benim what he will do about it, and Benim says, "I'll forgive your life. Your greed has ruined Iran." Vera says, "I'll handle the will issue. I'll take the shares from Gunal." Benim replies, "From now on, you'll do everything I say." Vera agrees. Tahir, after entering Benim's house, has investigated everything. When Farah comes out of the bathroom, Tahir is waiting for her. Tahir, convinced that Farah has been lying all along, asks, "What have you brought upon yourself, Farah?" Farah pleads with him to leave, but Tahir says, against him, "We stand together." Farah tells him, "He will kill you. I am alone." Tahir takes Farah's hand to take her away, but Farah says, "I killed Ali Ghalib. By my own will. Gunal and Bardeh were with me." Benim has the footage. Farah cries, and Tahir says, "I won't abandon you. I won't let you get lost in that darkness." He kisses Farah. At that moment, Benim enters the mansion, holding the divorce papers of Farah and Tahir. Thanks for watching, stay tuned for the next episode.